third month after leaving Egypt, the Israelites arrive in the desert of Sinai and camp at the foot of Mount Sinai. This significant location marks the beginning of a new phase in their journey, where they will receive the laws and commandments that will define their covenant relationship with God. God calls Moses to the mountain and delivers a message for the Israelites. He reminds them of how he delivered them from Egypt and bore them on eagle's wings. God then promises that if they obey him and keep his covenant, they will be his treasured possession, a kingdom of priests and a holy nation. Moses conveys this message to the people, who agree to do everything the Lord commands. God instructs Moses to consecrate the people over the next 2 days. They are to wash their clothes and prepare themselves for the third day, when the Lord will come down on Mount Sinai in the sight of all the people. Moses gave orders for the people to wash their clothes and make themselves acceptable to worship God. He told them to be ready in 3 days and not to have sex in the meantime. Boundaries are set around the mountain to prevent anyone from approaching it, ensuring that the holiness of the event is preserved and that the people are protected from the divine presence. On the third day, the mountain is covered in a thick cloud, accompanied by thunder, lightning, and a loud trumpet blast. The entire mountain trembles violently as God descends on it in fire, causing smoke to billow up like a furnace. Moses leads the people out of the camp to meet God, and they stand at the foot of the mountain, witnessing this awe-inspiring manifestation of God's presence. From the mountain, God speaks directly to the Israelites, delivering the 10 Commandments. These commandments include directives to worship no other gods, make no idols, not misuse God's name, keep the Sabbath holy, honor their parents, and refrain from murder, adultery, stealing, false testimony, and coveting. These laws establish the core principles of the covenant and the moral and ethical standards for the Israelite community. The thunder, lightning, trumpet sounds, and the smoke-filled mountain instill fear in the people. They are terrified of the direct voice of God and plead with Moses to speak to God on their behalf, fearing that they will die if they hear God speak directly to them. Moses reassures them that God has come to test them and that the fear of God will keep them from sinning. After delivering the 10 Commandments, God gives Moses additional instructions regarding worship. God emphasizes the importance of proper altar construction, stating that altars should be made of earth or uncut stones. The use of tools on the stones would profane them, and steps should not be used to prevent the exposure of nakedness, maintaining the sanctity and purity of worship. This saga underscores the solemnity and significance of the covenant relationship between God and the Israelites. The dramatic events at Mount Sinai, the delivery of the 10 Commandments, and the additional instructions on worship practices all highlight the holiness of God and the need for the Israelites to approach him with reverence, obedience, and purity. This foundational moment sets the stage for the rest of Israel's journey and their ongoing relationship with God.